Alright, so with this Sonic event coming soon, we have to talk about this detail that was teased by the official social media. So at this point, if you don't already know, for some reason you've been off the internet or you haven't been looking at Sonic related stuff, on Tuesday, the 25th of May 2021, they officially confirmed a Sonic the Hedgehog event. They said, did someone say news? Tune in at 9 AM Pacific time or 5 on the 27th of May, which is tomorrow, or if you're watching on Thursday, today, like probably you need to be checking my channel right now, but for a first look at some of the projects, partnerships, and events for our Sonic 30th celebration. The event is called Sonic Central. Yes, it will be at 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern Standard, and 5 PM British time. And if it is Thursday right now, and you're seeing this video and you're late to the video, you should be checking my channel right now for my live reaction stream. It should be going down this Thursday. But yes, it says tune in for a first look at some of our upcoming projects, partnerships, and events to celebrate Sonic's 30th anniversary. So yes, a live event, basically the Sonic version of a Nintendo Direct, basically what they said they were going to give us in 2020, but they didn't due to the pandemic and all sorts of other shit that they kept blaming it on, but it's finally coming. But after this tweet, they did make another tweet. And it says here, from our stories to yours, thank you for being a part of it every step of the way. And they also posted this to their YouTube channel under the title Unstoppable. I'll play the clip here.
Life is not a game. At least, that's what they tell us. Especially when things get tough. But sometimes, we just need a little inspiration to keep us going and to remind us that together, nothing can stop us. From games to comics, animation, to movies, and every moment in between, thank you for being there. Every step of the way. Here's to the next 30 years.
But yeah, it's basically a trailer showing like the history and like the future of Sonic kind of thing. Like, we're unstoppable, we've done all this stuff, we got games, comics, animations, movies. I don't think they mentioned merchandise for a change, so that's a start. But yeah, they're basically trying to hype up the franchise and hype up the Sonic name for this upcoming event. And you can tell they did this shit a while ago because Roger is narrating the whole thing, and he, you know, left in January, and it didn't seem like an amicable split because the Sonics who are on followed him. So for his voice to be on this shit must have definitely been done like last year. Oh well, back to more important topics. Of course, they couldn't just leave it at that. They had to give us a little bit of a teaser as to what's to come, and everyone has been fixating on what this could be. So if you go to around the 1 minute or so mark, I think it's 1 minute, like 3-4 seconds in, I'll show it on the screen. But you can see here, they've got this little clip from something that clearly has not been seen before in the history of Sonic in terms of like exactly in this form. And people got to speculate in what they thought it would be. People on Twitter have basically narrowed it down to a CG opening for the new game or collection, or a remake of the Colors intro, or maybe the Sonic Adventure remake. Some people think it's related to even that Sonic Ooh La La Adventure mobile game, which I don't really think is that. If you don't know what that is, there was a mobile game called Ooh La La Adventure or something like that, and Sonic is gonna be in it. Whoop-de-doo, who gives a fuck? But because there was like a CGI Sonic in there, I mean, Sonic is always CGI, but because Sonic was in there, people, I guess, are thinking it's related to that because they both have CGI. I don't know, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think it's Colors Ultimate. Okay, now some people might say, and they've said this already, that it can't be Colors Ultimate because Sonic Colors Planet Wisp is in the background, and Planet Wisp has purple on the waterfall, and this one is regular. But I'm not convinced that that's enough to just rule out Colors Ultimate, because let's be real here, if they are remaking the CGI, maybe they've hired a company to do the CGI and look at the original one and do a new thing. We don't know how similar it's going to be to the original, right? Like, for example, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is a remaster of Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, very mild changes in terms of graphics, but there are changes. Not as much as like DX, the Dreamcast SA1, but there are changes. So with Colors Ultimate, if this is a remaster, not a remake but a remaster, and they do redo the CGI CGI, they could make significant changes to the cutscene. I mean, the intro in SA2 Battle is completely different to the logo intro in SA2 and Dreamcast. And for them to change Planet Wisp and modify the aesthetic in the CGI trailer is very possible. And if you look at Planet Wisp in the actual original game, you can see that there's both purple water and regular water. So, I mean, it could still work. Like, just looking at this, there is no way, in my opinion, looking at this, and I mean, the reveal's tomorrow, so this could age poorly, but there's no way that this isn't Colors Ultimate. Like, it would be nice to say it's an Adventure remake, but I'm just looking at it. The whole aesthetic screams some kind of Planet Wisp CGI remake, and you can literally see the aura of the Wisp. I think it's the Cyan Wisp, the laser Wisp. You can literally see the aura on Sonic. They're like in like the flesh. So for it to not be a Wisp, I don't know. Like, there's no way that isn't a clip of Sonic about to absorb a Wisp. Now, in the intro to Colors, he's not actually absorbing the Cyan Wisp, but later on in the intro, not in the Planet Wisp area, but in another area, he is absorbing the Cyan Wisp. And if you compare it to that, it is basically the same thing, right? And how many of the main games does Sonic absorb the Cyan Wisp in? Colors, Lost World, and that's it. Forces only has Yakka, at least for Sonic. Rise of Lyric has no Wisps, and that's not really a main series, but we'll include that. Obviously, Mania has no Wisp. Generations only had 2 Wisps, and one of them was for Classic, and that was the Spike Wisp. The one for Modern was Rocket, so there's no way it's the sign for Gens. So unless this is Lost World, or somehow a brand new Modern Sonic game with the Cyan Wisp, which please don't be that. Please don't be that. We don't need another laser wisp in a new game. We don't need any wisp in a new game. All of the information points to this is some kind of Colors Ultimate new CGI, because I don't think it's for a collection. I mean, we are getting a collection, but I'll be surprised if this is for, I mean, it could be for the collection. If Colors Ultimate's in the collection, then they could be using it for both the collection and Colors Ultimate, but it still would be for Colors Ultimate, right? And I'm actually glad they're doing this, because we know that in Colors, the cutscenes are pre-rendered. Like, I've played Colors on emulator. Like, I played that at 4K on emulator, and the cutscenes still looked like fucking 480p because they were pre-rendered. Then again, were they pre-rendered or were they just rendered at 480p? Because I mean, like, the cutscenes can change depending on which order you complete the game, like which world you go to as your second world or as your third world. So it's possible they just rendered all of the possible options in the original game, or it isn't pre-rendered but somehow the resolution is still kept even on emulator. I don't know. I mean, obviously the CGI is pre-rendered, but I'm just saying, like, the in-game cutscenes still run at 480 on emulator. But either way, I'm hoping that that means that the cutscenes are not going to stay 480p like they did when you play on emulator, and that they're going to re-render them for at least 1080p, maybe even 4K, I don't know, and that this CGI is going to look nice and crisp with this Colors Ultimate remaster. Hopefully they redo the HUD as well, make it higher res as well. Like, I mean, at the bare minimum, right? Like, they're not going to do too much, right? If the leaks we saw before are true, then we could be seeing movie Sonic in this thing as well. But yeah, it's looking like they're building towards the Colors Ultimate reveal. I don't think it's for anything else. So far, the only 2 things that have been credibly leaked are Colors Ultimate and the Sonic Collection. Anything else like an Adventure remake or brand new 3D game like what Zippo said, or a brand new 2D game like what Zippo said, that hasn't been leaked by any retailers or anything more credible than Zippo, so we can't really latch onto that. Out of the things that have leaked from the Sega pipeline into the retailers, it's Colors Ultimate, it's the collection, so the odds are that this little teaser is for Colors Ultimate. But I guess we'll find out within the next day or so, so if I'm horribly wrong, I know the comments are going to be like, H. Paulie, you were wrong, point. Okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think this teaser is referring to? Are you looking forward to the event on Thursday? I will be reacting to it on this channel, so make sure to tune in. It is going to be hype, even though it's probably just going to be the Colors reveal, but we'll still enjoy it, I guess. It's a Sonic event, right? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. The link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Premy out.